In this example here, we are going to focus on finding the range and quartiles. So Q1, Q2, which is our median, Q3. In order for us to find the range, we need to find the maximum number and the minimum number. To help us with this, we're going to use our one variable statistics on the CAS calculator. So first of all, we need to enter the data here. Then we can list the data in ascending order. Once we do that, we can continue on with the questions. So let's hop across to the CAS calculator. In the previous example, we already have problem number 1 set up. So we have 1.1 and 1.2. We are going to insert a problem by clicking on Doc. So keep that 1.1 there and 1.2 there. Click on Doc. We're going to click 4 for insert. And we're going to insert a problem, which is number 1. We're going to press number 4 here for a list and spreadsheet. And notice how we have 2.1 now. This means that this spreadsheet here is not linked to 1.1. They are separate. If you press Control Up, it will give you a nice overview of all the pages that you have open. So let's click back into problem 2. Again, we need to name the title first. So these are the results for a school mathematics test. So we'll just say test. And we're going to type in our data set. So start by pressing the number, press enter, and then continue on. I've prepared the data already, so I've typed them all in. You should end up with 13 data points. Once you have done this, our first task is to list the data in ascending order, which means that we need to sort out our column here. So what I've done is I've pressed Control 7 to get us to cell A1. Then we need to press up 2 more times to get to column A. This means that this selects the entire column. And we're going to press Menu. We're going to Action. And we're going to Sort, which is number 6. Menu 1, 6. We're happy with sorting out column A. We're going to sort A in ascending order and just press Enter. So we can see now it has reordered itself, and now we can list all the numbers in order and write them down. So there we go. The numbers are listed out. The next question is that we need to find our maximum and our minimum values. So we're going to set this up. Max, min, and we need to find these values. We can read them off once we just sort it out, which is 19 and 81. We can then calculate the range by subtracting these numbers here. So the range is equal to the max minus the min, which is 81 minus 19. We can calculate that number straight away. However, just to do this all on the CAS calculator, I'm going to show you a way to do this. So let's go across to our CAS calculator. What we want to do is we want to find the one variable statistics for this data set. So we're going to go to Menu, 4, 1 variable statistics. We're happy with one list, and our output will be in B column. Press Enter. You can see here that the minimum is 19. You can also see that the maximum is 96. Now, over here, we can see our 5-figure summary. See how we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can answer the next question, which is part D. But just before we do, I'm going to show you how to calculate your range and your IQR. So you can go to any of these empty boxes here. I'm just going to type in RAN for range, or you can type in the full word. To calculate the range, we're going to press the equal symbol over here underneath the control button, because this introduces a calculation. Now we can easily just see here and type in 96 minus 19. However, I'm going to do this by, instead of referring to the value of 19, I'm going to refer to its location, which is cell number, or the box number C8. So cell number C8, sorry, we start with our maximum first. So we want C12, which is 96, C12, and we're going to subtract our minimum, which is C8. If you press enter, that is your range. Now, if you put your box to select over the top of it, at the bottom here, you can see C12 minus C8. You can see the formula. Whereas over on the top here, you will see the value. The next thing that I also want to calculate, just before we hop across, is the interquartile range. And to calculate the interquartile range, we need our Q3 minus our Q1 in order to find what the middle 50% is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to press equals, and we're going to take C11, which is this 83 here, and we're going to subtract C9. Once you've typed that in, press enter. And now you have your 5-figure summary, your range, and your IQR. So you can go across and write them in. For the range, it's 77. For the median, 73. The lower quartile is 59. And the upper quartile is 83. And the IQR is 24. So if we go across to the iPad here, you can see that the median is 73, Q1, and Q3. The median is actually Q2. So if you want to write it in proper order, you can put it in between here. Q2 is the median. So if we want to calculate the interquartile range, which is 24, you will take Q3 and you will subtract Q1. So that is 83 minus 59, which gives us a value of 24. Don't forget to pause, rewind if you want to rewatch.